What's up guys, Brendan Hancock here with another episode of Groove Subaru today. And today we're gonna take a look at the updates that they've made to the 2017 Subaru Forester XT Touring. So behind me I actually have my girlfriend's new car. This is her 2017 Subaru Forester XT Touring in crystal black silica. Now there's two options for the Turbo Touring Forester. You can either get it with this setup, which is without eyesight navigation, and you can also get it with those features. But other than that, everything's gonna stay exactly the same. In terms of the exterior changes that they've made, not too much going on here. You will notice, as we mentioned in our other video about the Forester, they have changed the wheel design a little bit. The front bumper is slightly changed here with the additions of these chrome accents here, but not as different on the Turbo Forester as it is on the 2.5. And then also they've kind of changed the front grille here just a little bit, gave it a little bit more of a sporty look, increases air intake into the engine area. But a majority of the features and changes and things that they've done to the Subaru Forester are actually more going to be on the inside of the vehicle. They have added a Sepia Bronze Metallic video, which we'll get a picture of right here for you to see. But other than that, on the outside, much of it is going to be the same. I did mention in my previous video on the Forester that they have actually added the noise insulating glass element to it. And in my opinion, that's a huge, huge, huge change. So previously, the Outback used to be the vehicle that I would describe as being the softer, quieter sort of ride, with more luxurious feel. But with the addition of the noise insulating glass to the Forester now, it actually has sort of narrowed that gap a little bit between. It's a very, very quiet ride now, very, very smooth. It goes over the bumps extremely nicely. And a lot of the interior changes that they've made have actually made it more of a luxurious vehicle, which previously I would note the Outback had more of those elements. But why don't we go take a look on inside and see some of the changes they've made for 2017. So welcome to the inside of the 2017 Forester. First thing that you're gonna notice, and one of the reasons that we really chose this car in particular, is the Java brown interior. I am a huge, huge sucker for brown leather. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So we really, really like this a lot. And I also think that it really, like I said, narrows the gap of the luxury feel. We'll do a video on the 2017 Touring Outback as well that does now come with this optional brown interior here. But I think it really, really makes it a more serious competitor with things like the Q5, for example. And also being the turbo, and this is a 2.0 liter turbo, it's at about 256 horsepower. But this car actually, in its 0 to 60 time, I think it's about 6.3 seconds. So a 2016 Audi Q5, which has a price tag over $50,000, actually comes in around 6.8, 6.9 seconds. So this car is actually faster than a 2.0 liter turbo Audi Q5. A couple of things that they've added as well that sort of up that level of luxurious feel. Things that used to only be available on the Outback, such as memory seats. We do have those here now on the driver's side, and given that this has keyless entry too, you do have two additional memory settings to the keys. So you can actually program the key so that you and your wife, for example, if you're very different heights, you walk up to the car, keys in your pocket, it moves the seat automatically to the position that you've set that key to. So on the steering wheel, a couple other things that have changed here. Most everything here is going to be the same. You still have all of your infotainment system and Bluetooth controls over here on the left side. You still have the ability, these three paddles, it might be kind of tough to see here, but these are going to control your front screen here, so things such as controlling rear cross traffic alert, blind spot detection, changing it to a digital speedometer options, all those features are going to be there. And then also being the turbo, you do still have the paddle shifters along with SI drive, which is a really, really nice feature. I've mentioned in my other video on the 2017 Forester that you have plenty of power in the 2.5i to get up the mountains comfortably and not overworking the engine. But in SI drive, this is a sports car infused into a more practical vehicle, which is really nice. Another addition that they've made here on the steering wheel here for 2017, you do actually have a heated steering wheel in the Touring models, both the 2.5i and the 2.0 liter turbo. And then over here, all of your memory height adjustments for your rear lift gate, your steering responsive headlights, which are going to be new here as well, traction control, blind spot detection, all of that. So in the Touring Forester, even if you don't have eyesight, you will still have blind spot detection as well as rear cross traffic alert, and that is going to be a new feature for 2017. Previously, the Forester did not have that. So as we go over here onto the middle area, the infotainment system dash is all going to be really exactly the same. No real changes here. However, you do have with the Java interior here, however, I really like the contrast here with the two-tone stitching, and especially here in the middle, you have this the kind of contrast that it creates with the metal, which really kind of ups that elegance flair as well. One change they have made, so previously you used to change your 4.3-inch LCD screen that you have up top here with paddles over here on the sides. Now you're actually going to use the sort of like in the WRX, you have an adjuster up here. So this is going to be where you can track all your fuel economy, you know, where power is going to the wheels, you know, percent of acceleration, airflow into the turbo, things of that nature. Why don't we take a look at the back seats real quick? So just taking a quick look here at the back seats of the Subaru Forester, you have a lot of leg room here. I'm a pretty tall person here, but even just sitting in, I'm very, very comfortable. I have the seats are reclined quite a bit here. And then you also have these straps here, which are going to be available actually on premium trim level and up, that offer about 15 degrees of recline here, that make it super, super comfortable for long road trips. A lot of times something to consider, you know, if you're looking between a Crosstrek or a Forester, if you're going to be having people in the back of the car a lot, yes, the Crosstrek is still comfortable, there's still room. This is going to be a lot more comfortable for full-size or taller adults. You also do have the steel reinforcement beams here to help, you know, mitigate the severity of side impacts, because this is an IIHS top safety pick. And then you also do, being the Touring model, you have some additional speakers in here with the Harman Kardon sound system. So I really, really think that this two-tone stitching with the Java interior has really done quite a bit to sort of narrow that gap between the Outback and the Forester. I think they've really upped their game sort of in the luxury sense, and while they're still a little bit more sporty, you know, you don't have the wood grain trim or things like that like you do in the Outback, I think it's definitely narrowed the gap. It is a very luxurious feeling car, and I think it's a true competitor now with the Audi Q5. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, we do have tons of turbo Touring Foresters with the brown interior here. We have some additional ones with eyesight coming in this month for August. So if you guys have any questions or want to stop in for a test drive, you can always call me, Brendan Hancock, or to stop into our dealership, and one of our certified Subaru associates would be happy to assist you. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Take care.